some statistics. And then after you get through taking the statistics, you will transfer the case over. You can treat them, however, and the way you know that particularly in the beginning, that a patient is ready to be treated is you notice that the blue, this is a blue heart. This means that a patient has not been diagnosed and they're waiting for a diagnosis. When it turns to a red heart, that means that they have been diagnosed and you need to treat them, whether it's your diagnosis or somebody else. Of course, once you get at the level that I'm at, you're the one doing the diagnosing and the treating. So you're going all the way from step A to step Z, so to speak. Over here is basically the doctors, nurses, staffs area here. There's a bathroom. I've never seen a patient use this, although it's they can get to it. Back here where the locker room is, so if you needed to burn off some steam or whatever, you can use the treadmills. I have not done that. This area is the area that I'm about to use right now. And I'm going to buy a sandwich because sandwiches are the only food that you get out of. I have not done sodas because I just don't see how that would take care of your hunger. But sandwiches are the only thing that consistently do not give you basically what amounts to indigestion. The pastry usually does because of the whole microwave, cold in the middle, blah, blah, blah. So you're uncomfortable for 3 hours, and who needs that? Same thing with with this, I forget it, with the pre-made food. So I stay away from those and just get the sandwich because you do, as you can see, get a nice boost for your hunger, and you don't have to even be concerned about the indigestion. So I can pick from any of these people, and I'm just gonna, I don't know, any, meeny, money, mo. I'm just gonna start with this one here. So basically, I'm going to start queuing up some things based on what's on this list. So basically, run test to find diagnosis. This will get filled up when you do enough of the other items under examine patient. So when you first start doing this, everything except scan body is immediately available to you. Scan body comes a little bit later. So right now we are going to do check the patient's eyes, and then we are going to do the swab for a sample. Swab for a sample always comes up. The check the patient's eyes or any of the other ones, ears, temperature, blah blah blah, that varies and can show up later. So I'm actually going to slow it down here so that you can see what's going on. Now I'm going to queue up the take temperature because as you can see here, and notice that my bar is filling up. So I took the temperature. For some reason, swab did not take. Sometimes things will fail, and if they do, you just have to do it again. Yes, crap like that. Whoops, dropped it. Yeah, brilliant. One time that happened 3 times in a row. There we go. So once you take it, you basically look and see what else is popping up. Then that sample that I just took, this will always show up afterward. The analyze the patient sample. Now, because of the level that I'm at, the other thing you need to pay attention to is notice it's changed from where it was whatever it said to now diagnose the patient. It's because I have enough information based on my level. Although I'm going to go on and scan her because. And you always want to pay attention to these messages. So a viable tissue sample was obtained. Let me see. Yeah, see the weak diagnosis is available. And I'm going to pause this again. The minimum amount of exam data, and I can try to diagnose her ailment at an exam bed or run more tests for a better diagnosis. Normally that's what you want to do, although there are certain things that you can look for that the patient is exhibiting that'll give you a good idea of what they have. The easiest ones that I've found to tell are gas and giggles and bloaty head. I've been talking, so I haven't been paying that close attention to anything that she may be indicating. So I'm going to check and see what's happening with weak diagnosis, and they got everything on here. So, yeah, that's not going to be very helpful. So, what we're going to do instead is we are going to go and have a look at her sample. So, I have to come over here to the analyzing machine. Notice it says analyze patient sample. Earlier on in your career, you will do some practicing analysis, and if you have any collections on you, like like rocks or crystals or plant samples or stuff like that, you can do crap like that for notice the analyze flora. You can do that just to increase your logic skill, but I'm here to work, so analyze patient sample. You'll get a menu if you have more than one sample. Sometimes you do, and when you do, you can destroy any of the ones that you don't need. I only have hers right now, so here we go. Just gonna speed it up to get her over here. Also, you'll notice that the hospital is very, very chatty, and now the machine is bugging out on me.
Osa Shunig! Oh,
So I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to finish this. This is the first time I've actually had the machine bug out on me in while I was actually doing an analysis. This is also a good reason why you want to. Oh, it did get successful. Why you want to get your handiness skill. Mine is not that high, and I'm working on it so that you can fix it. Now, this guy here, who is an orderly, he obviously has some high handiness skills, because when stuff breaks, he's the one that's going around and fixing it. He was not here when I first started. He came along later, thank goodness, when stuff actually started breaking. So I'm not sure if they put that in there, because there have been times where both the x-ray machines were down and one of these were down and you can't do anything, and I didn't have handiness skill to fix it. Not because if 4, I have not tested it, but if 4 is anything like 3, you don't want to try and fix anything electrical until you're at least level 7 in handiness, or you will get electrocuted. So not into that. So I won't be trying anything with any of this stuff until I'm probably, especially this high level of equipment, probably until level 8 handiness, and I think I'm only at like maybe level 5. Yeah, level 4, almost level 5. So yeah. So I'm going to check my notification wall again, and I'm actually surprised. I finished it, but it's not. Oh, it's okay. I have 2 now. So again, minimum blah 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 blah. So let's check her again now and see. I might have to do the x-ray machine on her. Probably. So I'm going to click on her, see what my choices are, and they're all the same. So what we're going to do is come back over to her, and for this you have to do the medical referral. Now I could do the refer for treadmill tests. Last time I tried this, it didn't really seem to do anything. I only do that as a last resort. Oh, and you can get aliens, by the way. The aliens are alive and well in this game. I had an alien that was disguised, that came in, that was disguised as a human. And when I did the x-ray scan, I found out she was an alien. And my tune was like, yeah, we're just going to ignore that. I don't know what kind of care they're expecting to get. But we're not going to bring up the whole alien thing. So, okay, now she's doing the whole head, and so she might actually have the shivers one. She doesn't have bloaty head. I know what that one looks like. So yeah, we're going to take her over to the x-ray machine. Here, let me just follow my sim here. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. I don't know if this thing is calibrated. If it's not calibrated, you get issues. But it was calibrated. Notice the orderly back here is going to fix this now. Thank goodness. Because there's usually always one other person on one of the machines. One of the analysis machines. But isn't this cool? I think the graphics are really great on the scanner. Both on the monitor that she's looking at, and then scanning the patient. So let's get a good look at that. And then I'm gonna have to actually stop and
Maybe.
chat. I will chat with this patient because, as you can see, my social
Neoxa.
is
Grants.
in need.
Grants.
Now, the results of the
Go
x-ray
for
scan
it.
clearly show the presence of a treatable ailment. So as soon as I take her back, now this is another thing that's irritating, is that now I didn't take her from there. I took her from over there, and yet they'll come back. They need to fix that
Jafafa. Hipka.
that whole routing thing.
Yada.
Anyhow, that happens a lot. Even when there are empty beds, it's like fix it, fix it, fix it. So here's the compelling diagnosis. The other thing you can get, usually that'll be like two different things. Sometimes, yeah, that's usually two different things. If you get the guaranteed diagnosis, then it is what it says it is. At least that's what I've experienced. So we're going to see what the compelling diagnosis is. If it's the llama flu or the burning belly. Based on her symptoms, I'm actually going to go with the llama flu, but I'm not going to do it just yet. If I have some more choices, which I don't, let's do a discuss general health.
Oh.
And then if that doesn't do it, I'm going to go with the,
Chemistora. Zafron. It's a verb.
yeah, we're going to go with the,
Shwaby.
this happens.
Shwaby.
It's ridiculous. I'm going to go with the llama flu. Usually I do not guess, and I'm not sure why these are different. But she doesn't, based on what she was saying, it was not indicating that she had burning belly. So I'm going to go with llama flu and cross my fingers.
Yes.
And if I'm wrong, you'll get to see me be
Zombies.
wrong for basically what amounts to the first time.
We besuk Sarabin. Oh. Shumpito. Kukale
See the sneezing and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I was right. A lot of times you do have to click on more choices. You'll get weird stuff like this, but you know, only one is truly available. So we're gonna give her a shot for the llama flu and wait and see. Yep, patient cured. So yay! It was a sort of kind of it was an educated guess, but and that's why I like it, because it is fun thing to do. And now I'm hungry again. I did get the sauce partly because of Cecil. I'm going to actually wait and start on another patient because I can. So early on, you'll also do this deliver food thing. You really don't have to do it once you're at this level. You will not get it anymore. At least I haven't. I get strictly the whole diagnose and treat stuff. So that's what we're going to stick with. We're going to stick with what we are assigned to do. So I'm going to check his eyes and do the swab. And I might actually be able to not have to stay late.
Walkaroo.
Okay, now these type of things you need to pay attention to, because they'll give you a hint as to what they have. That is probably the starry eyes. See, notice, sex leaf collected. Okay, so we'll just keep going.
Big Van Toy.
So we're gonna check his eyes now.
Oh.
But when you see the little starry things, different things you'll get to know. He probably has starry eyes, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do the body scan, partly because of, again, this. You want to get this as full as possible so that you maximize your performance and your money for the day. So now we are going to take the temperature, and when it stops giving me things, then we'll go and analyze this sample. I have a weak diagnosis. So let's see what it is. Bloaty head, triple threat, sweaty shiver, starry eye. I'm betting it's starry eyes, but let's go on and analyze this sample. So that's what we're going to do, especially since now the other thing that I'm going to, no, I won't do it. I was about to say I'm going to dig through and see if I can get some parts, but I can always order parts. from the computer for my own upgrades at home, because I've definitely been doing some upgrading just to, again, get the handiness skill up. So we're going to analyze Zesty. Notice my other sample is still there. So do pay attention to that. What patient you're working on. And again, for the notice, I have plenty of time, so I will make it. I won't have to stay. But if you notice that you just couldn't get things done for whatever reason, I highly recommend staying late. But I'm not going to have to do that today. Or sometimes I've actually done it just so I can finish a patient. And we just got, because we still have aspirations going on. So I'm on set 3 of my aspirations for the nerd brain. And I'll have to, it's going to take a while. On a rocket ship? Yeah. We probably won't do that. Now my scientist, I believe, also has it. And yeah, we'll get the rocket ship. So again, just want to show you some of the very nice graphics here on the machine. Where she put the sample, the centrifuge, computer. I think the cactus on the machine is a nice touch, personally. So I analyzed, did I get anything for it? And yes, the results strongly indicate the presence of from an infectious illness, which I need to diagnose and treat. But before we do that, we are going to, now notice I am at max now, so I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to log the sample results, because I can. And then we are going to go back over, see how close I am to really being messed up with the hunger thing, because I still have a lot of time. And let's see what our compelling diagnoses are. So again, I believe that it is, I'm waiting for the log sample results. I believe it's starry eyes. Let me see if the compelling diagnosis changes at all. And it doesn't. So I'm going to go with starry eyes. And then we're taking a break. So now we're going to diagnose and we're going to treat the starry eyes with meds. And we'll see if I'm right. And I am. So now we're good to go as far as everything that we need for promotion. Now all we have to do is just keep working to get that performance up to the green bar, and we will get our next promotion. So right now, since everything is going down, notice now, see how many patients there are just hanging out? Yeah. Okay, so our bladder is actually fine, but I have a minute, so I'm going to use it anyway. And then we are going to grab another sandwich. And then, where is the speaker? There it is. Because I have found... Okay, we're going to talk with Cecil. Oh, now I'm feeling flirty. Why am I feeling flirty? What did Cecil say? Nothing. Okay. Well, we're going to dance, because I have found that dancing is a fairly quick way to increase one's fun, even if the dancing looks ridiculous. And it is almost time for me to go home. And here comes, and you can dance and talk at the same time. So
Niba Hana